Hi, I'm John and welcome back to my Lair of Action Figures, where I'll be talking and reviewing action figures from different manufacturers. Today we're going to be having a look at some more I.Joe classified series. Today we're going to have a 2-in-1 review due to the fact that it's just a Tiger Force repaint version of the original Bazooka. What is funny that the first Bazooka came out was in the Tiger Force, then they decided to go with the regular version of him. Now, if we have a look, this is number 62 in the G.I. Joe classified line, and this is number 54 in the G.I. Joe classified line. These figures came out in 2023. The suggested retail price for them were $24.99 US for North America. You can find them on Hasbro Pulse Europe for €29.99. So let's dive into the history of these guys. So let's talk about the history of these guys. Of course, this makes me come out with the figures, the original ones from 1985 for the regular, well, not regular, the first Bazooka. Of course, the repaint is from 1988. So a few fun facts about these figures. It is funny because they decided to come out with it because Bazooka kind of died. He was killed in a cartoon called G.I. Joe Resolute. It was a more adult version of the cartoon, not big fan of it. It only had 1 season, it went in 2009 and had 11 episodes. So he was killed in the first episode, so there's a bit of a story around it. Personally, I would discard it, but still a fun little fact to know if you haven't seen it. If you want to go and check out the cartoon, I think it's available on YouTube. Just need to Google G.I. Joe Resolute and you'll be able to find it. As you can see, the regular version and the Tiger Force version have both the same printing. Of course, this is really some nice figures. I would say I understand why they came out with Bazooka, because it was a kind of a replacement for that, but for me, not much of a military thing, and I did like the Tiger Force version of the figure, so yes, it made sense to have the Tiger Force one when I was a kid. So now that we have had a look at this, let's have a closer look at what we get in the box. So of course you can already see in the Tiger Force version, who's one of my second favorite packaging that they have done. I don't really like these boxes. I don't find them really interesting. So of course we're going to be having the figure, and we're going to have the figure also over here. Now what's something of interesting, because we're going to be doing the first version of Bazooka, so the Tiger Force. So you have a rocket launcher, you have the helmet, you have of course the backpack with the 4 rockets that can be removed, and this is how the Tiger Force version looks. Now if we dive into the one who came out a little bit later in 2023, we of course get the Bazooka, we also get a helmet, and we also get a backpack. As you can see, there's a bit of a difference between the two backpacks because we got a little bit of paint job on the rockets. And I don't understand why Ford didn't go with it, especially the one with the little mouth on it. I mean, it makes, okay, there we go, you can see. The mouth makes more sense to have it also on the Tiger Force version than not having it on the Tiger Force version. So, as you can see, the figures look pretty neat. They're pretty tall. They have a lot more bulkier than the regular G.I. Joes, so he is a bit taller. And it's pretty easy to gear them up. Also, a lot of the new figures, you can just strap it on, and you see the Bazooka holds in place easily like this on the figure. You just snap it in here. And here we have Bazooka all geared up. Now let's compare him to our regular version with the Tiger Force version. As you can see, when I'm looking at the head sculpt here, this guy looks like Freddie Mercury for me. So tell me in the comment section if you think he looks like somebody else, but I do think that Hasbro kind of did a Freddie Mercury head of him. Of course, a lot bulkier because Freddie Mercury didn't have so much muscles, but he does have a lot of a Freddie Mercury face to me. So what are my final thoughts about these figures, and also are they collectible items? Now let's start by the collectible point of view on the figures. Both figures are still available and can still be found for their suggested retail price, or even maybe under the suggested retail price. Now for Bazooka here, if you're looking for the original one, I think he is sold out in Europe. I still think Hasbro Europe still has some Tiger Force versions of it going for the regular price, so he's pretty easy to pick up still. If you want to go on to a more collectible item, I would wait for this guy to come out in the retro line. I hope that they would keep the rocket with the print on it, because those look really nice and could do a pretty good figure. So collectible value, not that much. Like I said, if you can wait, you can get the retro line, maybe more interesting. There might be some different paint schemes on it. I don't know if they're going to do a retro line for the Tiger Force, but you can go and pick it up. I think he's in promotion of today, so that will be in October of 2024. You can get him for $19, I think, on Amazon Prime. I saw it. I think if you remember, you get free shipping, so it's really worth it. So collectibles, interesting, but you can still wait and give an easy pass if you want to get the retro one on the retro card, because those are the best cards. Now, my final thoughts about this figure. So, like I was talking about, I don't like the fact that you do not have the extra paint on it. I think this is a bit of a cheap repaint, and a bit of a shame that they did it. Also, on the Bazooka, you really have to watch out. This part is very soft. Of course, the plastic bends, and the fact that you can remove this, or normally you should pull it back, so you could slide in. Let's see here, you can slide in one of the rockets. Now the problem is this has a tendency of falling off. When I did some pictures with the Tiger Force guys outside, I nearly lost that one when I was doing the pictures. So really a bit of a shame, to be really careful about it. It would be hard to say how they could have done something better. But now talking about upgrades, I mean, come on, we're in 2024, or even 2023, or even if you want to go back to the start of the figures, but why the hell does these figures, none of them have a secondary weapon, none of them have a gun? Why is there not like a laser pistol, the regular one that you would see in the cartoons? Give them something, give them a pistol, give them a knife. I mean, I understand that the original figures look like that, but we saw it with the review of Outback. You got some better, cooler gear, and then when he got the original figure, he got a pistol. He didn't have the pistol in the original. So I don't understand why not giving them a pistol or some extra equipment would have made the cost go up that much. So that's why it's a bit of a disappointment. Now, if I have to give a note for this guy here, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 due to the fact that there's no paint on it. I'm going to give this one 8 out of 10 due to the fact that you have the missiles, and the figure itself looks pretty decent overall. So that's going to be it for the review of my G.I. Joe classified Bazooka figures. If you liked it, please leave a like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. If you want to go and check out some of the cool pictures I've made of these figures and other stuff, you can go to my Facebook page or Instagram page where I post those pictures. The links will be in the description. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!